Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And unfortunately, today is not the day where my hair has been cut. So, anyone who doesn't like the hair, unfortunately, it's going to be a few days more. But welcome. We are watching another stage of this year's Tour de France. And this will certainly be an interesting one. The Mur de Bretagne returns. I almost said Mur de Huy, but we all know that's wishful thinking. But 94.8 kilometers still to go here of the stage. There's plenty of kilometers still to go. We have a breakaway with a Tour de France winner. A Tour de France winner. Is it Tadej Pogacar? Is it Jonas Vingegaard? No, it's the great Geraint Thomas. He's up here 14 minutes down together with Alex Bourdin, who we actually saw a few days ago as well in the break. Marco Hella in there. Ewan Costion. I'll have to work on that pronunciation. And then Ivan Garcia Cortina, who we haven't seen in this kind of position for a long time. We all thought he was going to be kind of the next, what kind of rider? I almost wanted to say Sagan, but like a diluted version of Sagan, but it's not really come to fruition. That 2020 Paris stage was where he really burst on into the scene. Actually also took a win in the Tour of California of all races. Remember that race? Ugh, if only it was still here. But 94 kilometers to go. There's still some way before we get the intermediate sprint. But it's an interesting break, to say the least. I mean, Geraint Thomas not really having anything this year in terms of results. Obviously, last year he was on the podium once again for a second year in a row in the Giro d'Italia. And welcome everyone. Great to see so many familiar names already. T-Hard, Ronda, Horselips, John Kelly, Chris as well. Where's Peter Sagan? Yeah, who knows? I wonder if Peter Sagan's hovering around the race as well. But the race is very fast, a very fast pace here, 50 kilometers an hour. The breakaway took a while to form, but it is quite a strong breakaway, you have to say. I don't think they're going to be making it to the win. Let's be honest, that's not really going to happen. I think it's going to come down to Tadej Pogacar, maybe Mathieu van der Poel. I mean, Jonas Vingegaard was up there as well many years ago now, 2021. But the race is very different now. Remco Evenepoel, Kevin Vauclain, a lot of you mentioned as well in the preview, or was it the recap? But right now, Geraint Thomas, we'll see what he can do here. Great to have Amen here as well. And are we going to get an interesting stage today? Is it going to be one that we're going to remember like 2021? Is it going to be one that we remember like 2020? Well, 11. We might as well get some history of the Mur de Huy as well while we wait. There's a bit of a wait until we get to that climb, but 92.8 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And we have, of course, got the lovely recap as well, done by one of the other people who works on the channel. Obviously, it's mainly a one-man show, but sometimes my friends do play a part as well. And Jack, who has been on the channel a few times, he's been responsible for the majority of that. But 92.5 kilometers, they're going along the coast. They're very close to, they started in Saint-Malo, which is very close to Saint-Michel as well. Beautiful area of France. Never been. I would love to go. But we'll see here. 1 minute 36 seconds. That's not a lot of a lead here. We're seeing UAE Team Emirates. They're pulling at the front here. But we were talking about the Mur de Bretagne, which is going to be the focal point of today. And obviously last time was 2021 when we had it. They went up it twice there. They also went up twice in 2018 when it was Dan Martin who won on that day. 2015 they only went up it once, and that was Alex Villamos who won it that day. Is he riding anymore? 37 years young. He is not. He retired last year, so I probably should have known that. Cadel Evans winning in 2011, much to the annoyance of Alberto Contador, who celebrated before they crossed the line. 2008, it was Sylvain Chavanel. Remember that name? And we also had Sylvain Calzati in 2006. And the other times, for whatever reasons, they haven't actually got who it was. So the first time used in 1938, so quite a few years ago. And I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be able to remember that year. But 1 minute 25 seconds here. UAE Team Emirates man that we've seen so many times here, the former German champion, former Paris-Roubaix, second place, the former podium finisher of Tour of Flanders. That is, of course, Nils Poel. Great to have Levetti as well. Space, what are we saying as well? Visma tried getting a rider in the break again. Both Thies Benoot and Wout van Aert tried, but UAE team members weren't having it. Visma's strategy is now a bit predictable. Yeah. I think they were very fortunate to win the Giro. It was more UAE losing it, but it's like, Visma just saved the tactic. But it's interesting that it's UAE doing a lot of the work, obviously, because they threw away that yellow jersey yesterday, as we all know. And the whole point was that they weren't going to do any work. But here they are, Nils Poel doing work. So, yeah, c'est la vie. But Alpecin de Koning, obviously 1 second. I mean, if I was Alpecin, I'd be like, UAE, we're not defending it for 1 second. For sure not. 1 minute 20 seconds, 1 minute 19. So Nils Poel is just taking chunks out of that breakaway as well. And I think they might actually be caught. Maybe not before the intermediate sprint. The intermediate sprint coming up. Yeah, when is it coming up? It's coming up in a bit. It's coming up in about, let's see, it's there. It's in 32 kilometers. So do we think the break is going to last 32 kilometers with 1 minute and 14 seconds? Probably. But it's going to be a close one, isn't it? I think the green jersey is going to be quite interesting with Mathieu van der Poel getting second place yesterday, as we talked about in the recap. So, yeah, that will be fascinating to see. But welcome, everyone. Make sure to hit the like button as well. Let's try and get to 100 as quickly as possible. But it is a fast one, this. It's over 50 kilometers an hour average. They are, of course, going to that double ascent of Mur de Bretagne, which will be quite interesting to see if Mathieu van der Poel has the legs. Yesterday, definitely was suffering. 1 second. That was absolutely crazy. That's crazy, because he was starting to drop, starting to fade. And then obviously Visma Lease Bike were trying to put Tadej Pogacar in that jersey. And Tadej Pogacar actually says that exactly in an interview after the stage as well. Are we going to get a stage win from Alpecin again? This would be their third stage win. It would be Mathieu van der Poel's first time winning 2 stages. But right now we might as well get a new poll. We need 1 more vote and then we'll get a new poll, because we got 100 votes almost. So, 89.7 kilometers. Let's just get the distance correct here. But Tudor Pro Cycling, no rider up there. Mark Haller. They've got Mark Haller. We didn't really talk about Mark Haller as well. I think he's mostly famous for being angry at a fan who tried to pull the bottle out of his mouth, which very disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful, if you ask me. But we have got Sylvain Chavanel here coming to the front, so we've talked about him a lot as well. But Marco Haller, one of the breakaway riders, winner of the Tour de Fjords back in 2015. That's 10 years ago. He's 34 years young, Austrian, not in the Tour of Austria, but has been the national champion back in 2015. And has he actually won a stage of the Tour of Austria? Yes, he's won one in 2014. This is his first year with Tudor Pro Cycling as well, after changing from Red Bull Bora-Hansgrohe, a team that he resided with for 3 years. And he's also been at Bahrain Victorious for 2 years and Katusha for a whole long time. And that's also where that moment happened from. So, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Is Chris... Chris is asking, is Peter Sagan winning? I guess he is, because he is the all-time leader in the green jersey. So, he is winning, I guess. But it's dropped a bit, the average pace now. Obviously, it's a bit of a rolling parkour. Slightly, ever so slightly. 49.7 kilometers. That is quite fast. But we might as well talk about the jury fines as well. This is what you get when you turn up earlier on the Cycling Daily streams. We talk about the fines and the jury. So yesterday, stage 6. It looks like they haven't updated the list, so maybe everyone was... Oh, wait, no, we have got an update here. Nothing to note on stage 6. Wow, that was boring, wasn't it? That was a bit boring. So stage 5 and stage 6, nothing to note. Did anything happen out of the ordinary yesterday? So no one dropped the cars illegally? No one dropped anything? Apparently not. apparently not. But 88.2 kilometers, we're seeing Edward turns as well. We saw in the GC yesterday, Mathieu Jensen dropping a few seconds as well, courtesy of, I think it was a bike change or something mechanical. So a bit unfortunate for the Dane to have that problem so close to the finishing line as well. Marco Haller, that's who we were talking about. Winner of the Hamburg Classic as well in 2022. Winner of a stage in the Tour of Beijing. Obviously, that race doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah, we're just seeing Edward turn to 87.8 kilometers. John Kelly saying Peter Sagan already lapped the field. I wonder what he's doing. Is he working at the race? You see so many former pro cyclists working around the Tour de France. Friend of the channel, Nico Roach, is working as a commentator. Jens Vogt, obviously, is on the motorbike. I think Contador is a commentator. I mean, Tyler Hamilton's working for Danish TV, which is quite strange. But we're seeing Anas Johansson here. Anas Hanal Johannesson. There we go. Let me just say it in the correct way. The winner of the Tour of Slovenia, twin of Tobias Halle Johannesson. And Uno X Mobility not quite getting as much out of this first week as they probably would have wanted. But yeah, he's doing a very good drafting of his team car. And this, I think, would be a bit frowned upon by me. Because it's like, you haven't crashed. And, I mean, yeah. I think they just kind of, everyone does it. So everyone gets that advantage. No one loses out in that respect. So it's not like he got dropped, let's say. That's probably the better way of saying it. If you get dropped and then do it, that should be frowned upon and you should get a fine and whatever else. So we'll wait and see what happens here. But yeah, the stage has some way until we get to that intermediate sprint. And it should be a fast one, this, until we get to the first interesting part of the stage as well. Yeah, so are we going to get a stage win from Mathieu van der Poel? Is it going to come from Tadej Pogacar? Many of you voting for Tadej Pogacar as being the man who takes the yellow jersey today. So potentially we can see him take that yellow jersey back. And I think there was a funny, I'll try and see if I can find it. There was a funny tweet between Mathieu van der Poel or something where he was saying that is there 1 second left? Is there 1 second left here? I know, is 1 second enough to make it to Paris? I'll try and see if I can find it. But I thought it was very funny. Tadej Pogacar said, 1 day in yellow, always an honor. Bravo, Mathieu van der Poel, to claim it back. And all the breakaway riders today. Respect, what a ride, what a stage. And our Tim Wellens back in the polka dot jersey. And then Mathieu van der Poel replies, you think 1 second is enough for me to keep it to Paris? That was quite funny. Nevertheless, Geraint Thomas, we got that incredible bike rider as well. 39 years young and stopping at the end of the year. An incredible career. If he'd stopped last year as well, it would have been equally. This is kind of his lap of honor. He did the Tour Down Under early on. He did the Vuelta al Garve, a race he's won in the past. He did the Vuelta a Catalunya, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Tour of Romandy, which I think he's won. Tour de Suisse, I think he's won that race as well. Wait, I mean, he might not. Yeah, he did win Romandy. He did win Tour de Suisse as well. 1 year apart. And then the Tour de France, he's now here. But 14 minutes down, he's not going to be troubling anyone here. They're definitely going to let him go. Yeah. We will wait and see what happens in this stage. Are we going to see a stage win from anyone in the breakaway? I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, they've got the Tour of Britain is still going on as well. He's going to be there as well. I thought the whole Tour of all the British cycling was kind of imploding. They absolutely disappeared. Great shame, because they had a very, very affluent continental scene as well. And I think they don't even have one continental team anymore. But the British talent still finds its way into the World Tour, so that is also quite incredible to see. What are we saying as well? 1 minute, 4 seconds, 84.3 kilometers. The Mur de Bretagne is what we're all waiting for. And there's two categorized climbs before we come to the Mur de Bretagne. So we'll see who's actually going to be the first one to pass the first one and then the second one. Because Mathieu van der Poel passed them first time twice because there was bonus seconds available. The Tour of Austria is getting down to the business end as well. It looks like it might be another UAE victory. Of course, they won a stage with Isaac Del Toro yesterday. That was quite incredible. And Felix Grosschartner as well took a win. So, I mean, they're probably going to win everything there, every single stage. It seems like that. But for the time being, it's the Tour de France we're following. We're not really too bothered about the Tour of Austria, but I think we said it was weird that they were kind of putting it during the Tour de France. But if you are going to put it before the Tour de France, I think this is a smart way of doing it by having it before the Tour. So they've done a good job in that sense, starting earlier, and then maybe people will look at your race and then go to the Tour de France. So for us cycling fans, it's actually a pretty good deal here with them. But we'll wait and see what happens here. In the Tour stage. But the Tour of Austria, it's looking like UAE team members are going to absolutely demolish this stage again. So UAE team members have absolutely been crushing this season more than they have been before. Let's try and find the stat, how many wins they have as a team. I think it's absolutely, it's quite incredible. Where is the wins page? Pro Cycling Stats, where's your wins? Teams, okay, here we go. So, UAE team members have 58 victories this year. 58 victories. And obviously there's more to come. Last year they got 81, which was incredible. I think 81 is the most we've seen in quite a few years. 69 for Jumbo-Visma in 2023. 2022, it was UAE who won it with 48 in total. One ahead of Jumbo-Visma. 2021, Deceuninck Quickstep 65. 2020, obviously there was less race days then. And I thought we had, wasn't it like Deceuninck Quickstep won a lot in, was it 2012 or something? Or HTC Colombia, they had a year where they absolutely demolished everyone. Let me see, HTC Colombia. Anyone who remembers that team? 2011, 56 victories. Did they not have more at one point? That was their final year. 2010, 65. 85. So they had 85 in 2009. That was the biggest year for... Was it the biggest year? I don't know. For HTC. But we're getting ever closer to the finish of the stage here. 81.3 kilometers still to go here. Nils Pollitt and Sylvain Dillier, two riders who have one thing in common. They've both been second place in Paris-Roubaix. Almost losing it in exactly the same way. One of them losing it with Phil Gilbert in a sprint, and the other one with Peter Sagan in a sprint. So that is quite funny that they have the connection point there. So we'll wait and see here. Question with Jonas Vingegaard as well, how he remembered his first ever Tour de France, because he was here when the Mur de Bretagne, that was his first tour. And we'll see if he's going to be able to replicate what he did last year, 4 years ago. But in terms of that 4 years ago, we might as well just focus on that top 10 who was up there. Obviously, all the riders are superiorly different in terms of, maybe not. Tadej Pogacar has achieved so many things since that happened. But when we look back to it, stage 2 of the 2021 Tour de France, it was Mathieu who won on that day, as we know. Tadej Pogacar finishing second, 6 seconds behind. Primož Roglic in third. Kelderman of Bora Hansgrohe, who's now part of Jumbo-Visma, or Visma Leasebike, in fourth. Julien Philippe in fifth, who was wearing the yellow jersey. Bauke Mollema of Trek Segafredo. And Jonas Vingegaard in 7th place in front of Sergio Higuita, Pierre Latour, and Jack Haig in rounding out that top 10. Carapaz was also not far away as well. Nairo Quintana in there. Alexei Lutsenko not too far away as well. So we'll see. Valverde was in there as well, Wout van Aert 23rd. So there was a huge group following Tadej Pogacar, Primož Roglic, and Wilco Kelderman that managed to get a 2-second gap to the other group. So we'll wait and see if that happens again. 79.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Danny Van Poppel, we're seeing him. So UAE Team Emirates is actually leading both well, pulling both the Tour de France and the Tour of Austria simultaneously. That is quite funny, isn't it? 1 minute and 25 seconds here. 1 minute 25 seconds. Are we going to see potentially a win? Are we potentially going to see a win from who do we think is going to win the stage? I think that is a good question as well. Is it going to be Tadej Pogacar? Probably most people are thinking him. He's been dominating anything going uphill that he's been part of this year. And yeah, we probably need a new poll as well. Quite a few of you have voted. So let's just say, who's winning this? Will Pogacar win the stage? Win the stage. I think that's quite an easy one. Will Pogacar win the stage? Yes or no? And easy second poll to kick off this stage 7. 4.3 kilometers to go for the Tour of Austria. They're coming very close to the top of the climb as well. But UAE Team Marmit's B team, if you will, are doing a very good job there, absolutely dominating there. So we'll wait and see if they can do a double here today, take 2 victories in 2 big races and 2 national tours. But the Tour de France, obviously, that would mean a lot for them. Can they get 101 for Tadej Pogacar here? Taking that 100th win a few days ago, and can he potentially do it here again? Take another stage, open his account for his second time. Just add another stage. That would be stage win number 19, no? So, we'll wait and see. But it is looking very good right now. It's looking very good. But, are we going to get Tadej Pogacar taking the win here? That is the poll question right now. But Tadej will, do everything. He doesn't give many gifts away, and I don't think he's going to give one today. So we'll wait and see here. But Tadej Pogacar, for many people, is today's favorite. Probably. The break out in front, we still have that break with Geraint Thomas. Is it going to be Sir Geraint Thomas? We didn't really talk about his career too much. So, obviously we talked about Marco Haller's in there. Ivan Garcia Cortina, who's also in the break as well. But Geraint Thomas, born in Cardiff in Wales, the capital of Wales, and been with Sky since his Barlow days back in 2009, and then switched to the Sky team, and basically been there ever since. And been earning quite a lot of money as well, given reports. I think he was on £3.5 million or euros a year. So, that what would that equate to? Like, in basketball terms, probably just one of those like a 10th pick in the draft. Maybe it'd probably be like the first year in their career for some of those. They get paid a lot of money, and they don't suffer as much as cyclists. That's for sure. They definitely earn their money, the cyclists. Absolutely crazy sport, as we know. But Geraint Thomas, 25 victories in his career. So 1/4 of Tadej Pogacar. Oh, we got a bit of problems with the team cars here. Bernard Hinault, we're seeing him, the great Frenchman. And 5 victories in the Tour de France. Last French winner as well. And I wonder if he's going to be the last French winner his whole lifetime. Because it doesn't look like we're going to get a French winner for some time. Potentially, Paul Césax is their greatest hope to potentially take the win. But Geraint Thomas' first victory came under the Sky banner when he became national champion. Since then, he's been a very good Olympic champion as well, winning gold there. But he's been here, there, and everywhere, winning stage races, the Bayern Rundfahrt. He's also take his first stage win in the Tour. Came in 2017, the opening stage there, getting the taste of the yellow jersey, winning the Criterium du Dauphiné as well, back in 2018. So that really was a precursor of what was going to happen at the Tour where he did it. He won the Tour, took a stage win on the Alpe d'Huez as well. And did something that's quite special as well. He did a double. He managed to win on stage 11, and then he wins on stage 12 as well. So not a lot of GC riders win back-to-back stages. So yeah, it's quite impressive by Geraint Thomas. So we'll wait and see how far he's going to be holding in the breakaway. They are losing more and more time as we speak. So their days are probably numbered here. Let's be honest. We'll wait and see if they're going to be able to do something here. But I don't. Okay, we have number 8 as well, having a bit of bad luck for UAE Team Emirates. So yeah, UAE 2.4 kilometers in the Tour of Austria. I think all other teams have just given up in that race almost. It looks like everyone's just, they know that it's going to be UAE taking the victory. And yeah, UAE Team Emirates are just having an absolute playground of a race there. But right now, we're seeing 1.1 minute and 38 seconds still, 74.7 kilometers still to go of stage 7. Bernard Hinault, Memorial on the wall as well. There was an 18-year-old from Benidorm as well who finished on the podium of the stage yesterday in the Tour of Austria from Czech. So that was interesting. Another one of this new generation. But yeah, the Tour of Austria is the more interesting race. They're coming into the final part, but we have still got the Mur de Bretagne twice. We're getting ever closer to that intermediate sprint as well. We're going to see Mathieu van der Poel potentially going for some more points. We'll talk about the green jersey as well. I think flat tire for Alexis Renard, who had a crash a few days ago. He's still in the race, the man who finished on the podium in the Tour of Denmark. No, not Tour of Denmark. That's later. The Copenhagen Sprint. Yeah, you can see it's even new for me. But yeah, we'll get the green jersey up as well. Talk a bit about that because I think it's quite an interesting jersey right now, jersey competition. But Saint Malo to Mur de Bretagne, that's what we got here. What are we seeing as well? Most victories in Tour de France history. Ooh, Pro Cycling Stats have put Lance Armstrong as number 1. Controversial. So now we know that what they feel as well. So we'll wait and see. What are we saying? Good morning, Clifton Dunn. Great to have you here. Great to have so many people here in the chat. And let us know where you're watching from as well. I mean, a lot of you from across the pond. The Tour of Austria, the Tour de France, 2 bike races, the Mur de Bretagne. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. William is about 100 kilometers away from Mur de Bretagne. So not too far, I guess. Not too far. What are we saying? Space. Wait a bit. Scott will say anything can happen. Yeah, that will come at some point. The hydration game that we're doing. So yeah, smash the like button as well, as Rhonda said. And let's try and get to 100. We're on 50 right now, and we're 250 in the chat. So welcome, UAE Team Emirates. They're really pushing on in both races. And it looks like it will be Großschartner. He's just working for, I think it's Isaac Del Toro that they're working for in the Tour of Austria. So yeah, quite interesting that, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But for the time being, the Tour de France is a bit steadier than the Tour of Austria. But yeah, UAE Team Emirates absolutely just ripping that race up. We're seeing Adam Yates, who was working for Isaac Del Toro. He's just making his way through the field in the Tour de France. But we still have 5 riders out in front. Alex Baudin, Geraint Thomas, Marco Haller, Ewin Cosnell, and Ivan Garcia Cortina as well. So an interesting break to say the least. Thank you, Patrick Dunn, for the apparently GoFundMe for his haircut episode. Yeah. But in the Tour of Austria, there's an attack from Ineos Grenadiers rider. So they're just doing their best here to try and not make it a runaway for the stage win for them. But they're doing a good job here. UAE Team Emirates. They're working though, which I don't really understand. Does anyone understand why they're working in the Tour de France? Because you haven't got the yellow jersey. The whole point of getting rid of the yellow jersey, yeah, okay, it was also not to do all the post-race obligations, but I mean, one of the things was that you were not going to work into the Mur de Bretagne, but they're doing that here. Yeah, so we'll wait and see what transpires from this. 72.3 kilometers, 1 minute and 32 seconds. We're getting ever closer to that intermediate sprint as well. Yeah, beautiful area of France. Brittany, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, beautiful area of France. Yeah, well, obviously, Scott, it's Murder Bretagne. The clue's in the name. Niels Pollitt's working at the front of the stage, of the peloton. They've still got 1 minute and 31 seconds to that group out in front as well. Tour of Austria, it is an Ineos Grenadiers rider. Who is it? Who is the Ineos Grenadiers rider who attacked here? It doesn't look like UAE Team Emirates have too much to respond to this man. The number one. Who's the number one? Let's find out. Andrew August. So Andrew August, the American. So any American listeners from Rochester will be very excited about this. But we'll see if he's going to make it. He's got 900 meters still to go here. They're very close to him as well. But Andrew August, one of the, 19-year-old teenager. He was second yesterday to Isaac Del Toro. But there's a very talented generation coming up for sure. The generation that have been watching Team Sky, training with Power Meters since they were 5. And they are, Andrew August is looking like he's flying. Yeah. Well, anyways, stage 7 of the Tour de France. Well, we can enjoy it for a bit. We've got 700 meters of the Tour of Austria, so we can enjoy the Tour of Austria a bit. As nothing's really happening on stage 7. We've got that breakout in front. They've got 71.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And Geraint Thomas leaving Ineos Grenadiers at the end of the year. But Andrew August, one of the new guys looking to do something. I think he has just been brought back here. 600 meters. No, he hasn't been brought back here. Still 600 meters for him. We've got 15 kilometers until the intermediate, or a bit less. We've got 14 kilometers until the intermediate sprint now. I think the breakaway will sweep that up, but we'll see who can actually do something. Are we going to see Mathieu van der Poel getting involved in that green jersey? We should get a green jersey up as well. But yeah, I think Andrew August, he might be winning this. He's got 500 meters, but Isaac Del Toro looks very interesting here. At that, but we are looking at a beautiful viaduct in Brittany as well. Beautiful drone shot. Right now, it's getting very exciting here. In the Tour of Austria, Tour de France, maybe not so much, but he's inside the last 300 meters as well, so maybe he is going to win this. Tour of Austria on one screen, Tour de France on the other one. It's pretty good to be a cycling fan in this moment. Especially when UAE are so strong in that race. But I think it's going to be Andrew August here. Andrew August is going to take it. And what a win for him. What an absolute crazy win if he takes it. Isaac Del Toro is hunting him down here. Maybe he's just going to be able to pip him. I think Isaac Del Toro might take this. Yeah, Isaac Del Toro is going to come around him. Yeah, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Del Toro just, rips it up there. He is the real deal. He's absolutely the real deal, Isaac Del Toro. So anyways, we might as well get a new poll here. Who will win the green jersey? That was brutal. That was brutal. He just carved out the heart of Andrew August there. Absolutely brutal there. Oh well. But the Tour de France, that's what we're looking for. Binyam Girmay, I'll put him first because he is the defending champion, so out of respect, we'll put him there. And obviously he's a channel favorite as well because he's been on the channel how many times? I think 3 times now. Or 3 times? 1. Rest day last year at the Tour de France because that was in the city I am in right now. We had him on the bus this year. We had him in the first. I think he's 4 times. Binyam Girmay's been on the channel 4 times, so that's why he's number 1 in this. But who else? Pogacar, we'll put him in there as well. So, yeah, there's a number of riders that could, with the change of the coefficient of the points as well for some of these non-flat days. So, yeah, there is an argument to be had that we could see Tadej Pogacar winning it. So we will wait and see. But it's an interesting green battle jersey if this kind of stays like this. And I would definitely like to see a battle between these very different riders. Milan, that pure sprinter, track sprinter. You've got Binyam Girmay, more resilient sprinter, classics guy. Well, Milan is kind of a classics guy as well. And then you've got Mathieu, obviously a classics guy, but not really a pure sprinter. So we will wait and see here. And then obviously Tadej Pogacar, a super all-round rider. So we'll wait and see here. But right now, 68.6 kilometers, 1 minute 35 seconds. So they're still holding a bit of a lead here. But Del Toro absolutely just ripping this up. What a finish there by Del Toro. Yeah, don't really know what to say other than crazy well done by him. He is absolutely ripping the Tour of Austria up. And we'll see what he's going to do. He's so young as well. And yeah. But Del Toro versus Andrew August, maybe that's going to be a future, what are we saying, narrative in the Grand Tours. Yeah. We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good here for the breakaway. They are looking like they are going to get the intermediate sprint at least. That could definitely be on the cards for them. But I don't think we're going to see them winning. I think we all know that. Let's be honest. We all know that it's not going to happen. It's like the open secret. It ain't happening, unfortunately. Anyway, what is going to happen here with the breakaway? Who's going to be winning? Who's going to win that green jersey? That's probably a more interesting question. I, for one, am sensing maybe Mathieu van der Poel a bit more interested in this than maybe we thought before. Yeah, so we'll wait and see what's going to happen in the stage here. Are we saying, is Isaac Del Toro going to Vuelta? Maybe. I thought they had this weird, well, not weird, but a rule within their whole team that they weren't gonna let these young riders do more than one Grand Tour. But yeah, we'll wait and see here if he's gonna be sent there. Be interesting. He has been at the Vuelta before. Former Tour de l'Avenir winner, as we know as well. But 67.7 kilometers, 1 minute 38 seconds here. Niels Pollard absolutely just ramping it up here. We'll see what he can do here. Yeah, very strong riders, we know. Potentially will be able to do something here. Well, he's not going to do anything. He's just in that domestique role, as we know. And has been a very good servant of Tadej Pogacar since they brought him in. Such a good rider. One of the best signings, for sure. So we'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's definitely an interesting day today. It's definitely an interesting day with that Murder Bretagne double ascent like we've seen the last 2 times it's been here, 2021, 2018. But yeah, we will wait and see if they can do something here. For the time being, I still think it's going to be Tadej Pogacar win. I think it's going to be Pogacar. Many of you think as well. In the poll, 59% of you are saying that we are going to get a Binny green jersey. And I mean, yeah, do like Binny a lot. And yeah, we haven't had any of the other ones in the green jersey on the channel. I mean, I've ridden behind Mathieu van der Poel, bumped into him in Spain a few times. But yeah, he hasn't been on the channel interviewed. That's what I'm trying to say. Actually saw him as well in Lille, of all places. That was quite weird. He was it was at the DSM hotel, or the Picnic Post NL team. They invited me to have lunch with them and talk to Tobias Lund Andreasen, friend of the channel. And yeah, Absinthe Koenig were there as well. So they were staying there together with Visma Leasebike. Bumped into Jonas Bingo as well. He's been on the channel before twice. But 66 kilometers to go here, 1 minute 37 seconds. Get involved in the poll as well. Great to have over 300 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And yeah, probably shout out to our sponsor as well here, Velo Pro Racer, the race simulating app, completely free to download, and they're supporting the channel, so why not help them out as well and support us by supporting them. But yeah, right now we are just following that breakaway where we have got Geraint Thomas in there. We have got Marco Haller. We have got Alex Baudin and two other riders, Ivan Garcia Cortina, one of them. But 65.6 kilometers, we're getting ever closer to that first point of interest in this stage, the intermediate sprint. The green jersey is very much an open competition this year. And who is going to be winning it? Is it going to be Biniam Girmay for a second year in a row? He'll be the second or the first Eritrean to win, that jersey. But he's the first Eritrean to do most things in the Tour de France. I did see one interesting stat from Intermarché. 10 years ago, yesterday, Daniel Tekla-Heimanot became the first African rider to wear the mountains jersey of the Tour de France. Is that true though? Maybe they're discarding Daryl Impey and Robbie Hunter or something like that. I haven't checked the stats, and obviously there's been a lot of South Africans in the race as well. So Eritrean for sure, but I'm not sure if the African part is true. I'll double check that at some point. 68.4 kilometers, 1 minute and 30 seconds here, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just because something's on a Facebook post doesn't mean it's the truth. We'll see. But right now, 1 minute and 28 seconds. Are we going to get that stage win for Mathieu van der Poel again? His first time winning 2 stage wins ever in a Grand Tour. So we'll wait and see if he can do that. I'm not quite sure if he can. He looked very tired yesterday. He gave a lot, and I think it's quite nice to see these absolute demigods of cycling actually being a bit human sometimes as well. And Mathieu van der Poel, he really just pushes himself to the limit quite a lot, as we've seen. So we will wait and see what's going to happen here. Are we going to get a stage win from UAE today? From Tadej Pogacar? That is one thing we're thinking about. Is it going to be Mathieu van der Poel? Is it going to be someone else? Can we see Visma Lease Bike doing another one of their funny strategies? Maybe they're going to try something here. What are we saying as well, Brian? Did you and Ewan both decide to eschew haircuts? He was looking a bit on the Beatles shack hairstyle. Yes, Ewan Wilson, friend of the channel and former part of the channel. He's going to be in the recap today as well. So we have got another one with our man Ewan, who's doing very well, part of the cyclist. But we can get this photo as well. Well, I'll get you this photo because that is the green jersey that we're talking about. The points, because the points are very wait, actually I don't think that's up to date. It's not up to date, so I'll find another one. But right now it's looking very interesting here for this whole stage. It's really getting on me, this what Intermarché put. Is that actually true? Because I feel like I've seen Daryl Impey in that mountains jersey, the polka dot jersey, but maybe I'm wrong. He's definitely worn the yellow jersey, Daryl Impey. But oh well. I'm sure one of you guys can let us know in the chat. But yeah, I was going to get the green jersey for us, the classification, so we could just have a talk through that while we're just waiting. 63 kilometers to go here. 1 minute and 27 seconds. And the break are getting ever closer to that intermediate sprint that is coming in less than 5 kilometers time now. And do we care who's going to win it? Because how many points are they going to take away here? They're going to take away 5 positions. So they're fighting for the 10th or the 6th place, which is 10 points. So it's 10 points for the winner from the peloton, unless something happens here. We're getting a team radio coming through as well for EF Education Easy Post. You guys should focus on after the sprint, even if the gap comes down somewhat, there can be some confusion and slowing after they would make a mess there. I don't know if, the other sports directors must obviously see these messages as well. This is cycling trying to imitate Formula One, as we know. But I mean, I think the radio message do give something. I just wish they give us the power data as well in the crucial moments, but they don't do that. We've had a DNF today as well. And that is Mattia Cattaneo. So he's lost from the race. a very strong rider that I'm sure Remco Evenepoel is a bit sad to see go. And yeah, it's not looking very good for Soudal Quickstep in terms of their riders, like their backup riders. Obviously, not having any Landa in this year's Tour de France. He was recovering from his Giro d'Italia crash. But I promised you a top 10 in the green jersey, so we'll get that as well on screen. But yeah, are we going to get a stage win here from Tadej Pogacar or Mathieu van der Poel? Both of them have tasted success so far in this year's tour. But yeah, let's just make sure I'm not covering this stage as well. So yeah, right now it is Jonathan Milan in that green jersey, 112 points, only a 4 points lead over Mathieu van der Poel, courtesy of Mathieu van der Poel getting points at the finish. He picked up 11 points at the finish. Tadej Pogacar picked up 9 points at the finish, but Mathieu van der Poel also picked up 17 points at the intermediate sprint here. Alpes Interkoning getting organised. Intermarché getting organised as well now, so they really are trying to do something here. They are just going to try and really get something done here. Carousel Vertigo, I'll throw a spanner. Could Geraint win the stage? I think no. I think absolutely zero chance of that happening. I don't think we're going to see that win. But 61.1 kilometer, 1 minute and 27 seconds. Yeah, they're definitely going to be keeping this past the intermediate sprint. And as the DS said for EF Education Easy Post, they should probably just keep focused and not really attack each other here. They're not really competing for that intermediate sprint, really. I think Marco Haller is just going to go through and probably be the first Tour de Pro cycling rider to win this. Tour de Pro cycling rider to win it. Let's say correctly. I think my brain was going cyclist, cycling. But 60.7 kilometers, they're just going around the bends here. It looks like it's, yeah, taking it quite easy here. Intermarché, they are the ones who are taking up the pace here now. Will they be able to do something here, Intermarché? Are they going to be able to really, take charge of this situation? And yeah, we saw them losing points to Mathieu van der Poel yesterday. So they thought there was no threat from Alpecin because Jasper Philipsen anymore. They are wrong. The threat is in the form of Mathieu van der Poel. And obviously, Biniam Girmay and Mathieu van der Poel have had a few exchanges in the past. The Giro d'Italia a few years ago, they had a few duels there. And obviously, in the Tour de France, they've been, on the competitive side with each other. But with Mathieu van der Poel being in services of Jasper Philipsen, I think, didn't Mathieu van der Poel get relegated when he interfered with Bini's sprint in the first year? So we'll wait and see. Yeah, as well, crash a few days ago for Biniam Girmay. I think it was Ewan who told us that yesterday in the recap race analysis as well. But yeah, little Trek getting up towards the front with the green jersey. The yellow jersey also going to be in the mix here. So are we going to see the green and the yellow jersey sprinting it out for an intermediate sprint? I can't remember the last time we had that in a Tour de France. So yeah, we'll wait and see here. But the intermediate sprint, it's certainly going to be an interesting point for the race here. Really going to tell us some signs about who's going to be the green jersey patron. Or yeah, I think Jonathan Milan has the best sprint out of anyone in that green jersey competition. Merlier, you can see he's not really too bothered about this. But 60 kilometers still to go here. Intermarché are at the front here. They've got all their riders in their team still. And yeah, could be very good here. The Matthias Lebeur fan club is here. One of their Arkea B&B riders. So let me just try and move the screen closer because I think it gets a bit lighter when my face is closer apparently. But right now, 59.5 kilometers still to go here of the stage. 1 minute and 26 seconds. The intermediate sprint is what we're waiting for here. We'll wait and see if there is going to be a big shake-up here. Who's going to be first to blink here? 1 minute and 30 for the breakaway. We're just seeing Geraint Thomas just keeping the pace on quite hard here on a 6% incline. So the intermediate sprint certainly doesn't have a flat run into it. So we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. Who's going to take it out of the breakaway as well? 5% rise. This will favor Mathieu van der Poel and Bini against Jonathan Milan. Jonathan Milan has taken 82 points in intermediate sprints, obviously missing out on that first day of sprinting as well, where Biniam finished second to Jasper Philipsen. But 58.3 kilometers, 1 minute and 30 seconds. We are very close to that intermediate sprint now. And yeah, interesting that the intermediate sprint was at the top of a climb, uncategorized climb, short climb, but still a climb. So yeah, a bit sadistic there by the organizers. Yeah, we will wait and see here what's going to happen here. The most dominant green jersey we've had for a few years was Peter Sagan. Peter Sagan in 2018, 2016. He could have had even more jerseys if he didn't get disqualified in 2017. But 57.7 kilometers, 1 minute and 27 seconds here. Looks like Marco Haller is going to be allowed to take it. Marco Haller is going to take the points here. The 20 points. And Ivan Garcia Cortina is just challenging a bit here. So the Movistar need the money. They need the money apparently. And they take the prize money. And Marco Haller finishing second. Alex Baudin in third place. And Geraint Thomas in fourth place. And the Arkea BNB rider in fifth place there. So Ivan Garcia Cortina. Oh, here we go. It's a real fight here in the peloton group here. Now we're going to see who really wants it. This is definitely going to be favoring Biniam Girmay. We're seeing, I think this is an Alpecin rider following Biniam Girmay. No, is this Quinn Simmons is just going for it. Quinn Simmons is going alone, so he's going to try and take away the points from any of these guys. But I mean, it doesn't really matter now because there's a 1 point difference between all of these riders. Biniam Girmay riding second wheel to his lead-out man. There's no Mathieu van der Poel. Biniam Girmay opens up. He's got Jonathan Milan behind him. Are we going to get a fierce battle here between the two? Jonathan Milan gets it. So he takes sixth place here. Jonathan Milan takes it there. Now we need to see Mathieu van der Poel get to the front here. If he is going to take any points in this intermediate sprint. No, he doesn't come up here. So, yeah, I don't know if Mathieu van der Poel is actually going to be involved in this now. Maybe he's just thinking I need to save my bullets for later. So, no point going for minor points when I could be getting a whole lot of points at the end. But he could have just rolled in front of some of the other men there. But yeah, good little roll, a battle there. We'll get a confirmation of the top 10 as well, who takes which points. But yeah, Biniam Girmay tried, but Jonathan Milan came from nowhere and just pounced on him at the last moment. So handshake there between the two of them. Good friends after what happened a few days ago. No shouting. It was quite funny by Intermarché admin or media person. I think it's Cyril. He's quite funny. He said that yeah, Jonathan Milan was angry that Bini likes pineapple on his pizza. Obviously it was something different, but a bit of humor in the Tour de France media post, which is funny as well. But Ivan Garcia Cortina takes the 20 points, but in terms of that break or in terms of the lower ranks there, it was Biniam Girmay finishing behind Jonathan Milan. Jonathan Milan taking 10 points, Bini 9 points, and Mathieu van der Poel not there at all. So Mathieu van der Poel not even getting a single point. Unfortunately, that goes to Mathias Gilmose Jensen. So Caden Groves, his teammate, got 4 points. So yeah, strange. I think he's thinking about the stage finish there. So yeah, maybe that sways your opinion in the poll as well that we've got up. Who's going to be winning stage? Who's going to win the green jersey here? So yeah, we should get you the updated green jersey. I'll get you that as well on screen. So now that green jersey is out of date. So we'll get the updated one, and we have got it courtesy of Pro Cycling Stats. So yeah, interesting one for sure. It could be a great green jersey battle, but Mathieu van der Poel not getting involved there. Tadej Pogacar not getting involved either. So, yeah, these are like the 4 riders that we're thinking about for that green jersey. Anyway, you can see it there. Where should we put it? Should we put it here? Here. Yeah, a bit annoying, that edge, isn't it? Can I get rid of the edge? But yeah, nothing's really happening now after that. Great to have 400 people in the chat. Smash the like button as well. And hit the subscribe button if you're new here we are, of course, going to do the stage every single day and then followed by the recap. And the recap, because we have Patrick currently on the way to France, he probably is in France now. No, actually, he's not in France. First day was get out of Yorkshire, and then he's going to take the ferry over to France. Stop over at Alpe d'Huez. Life is good for Patrick. But Patrick will be back at some point, I guess. But Ewan is going to be joining us again for the recap race analysis today, just before he heads away on a company trip again. So, of course, he works for Cyclist, the magazine. But right now, just getting confirmation of that. You can see in the green jersey updated one that we have on the screen. Jonathan Milan, 122 points. Bit of a lead over Biniam Girmay now. Bini has 11 points less than the Italian. And you would say head-to-head in a sprint, it is probably Jonathan Milan who is the better sprinter. Mathieu van der Poel moves down into third. Tadej Pogacar, fourth. Anthony Togis moves ahead of Tim Merlier. So Tim Merlier well and truly not interested in this. So, yeah. A shame that, isn't it? A shame. You wanted to see Tim Merlier up there. And Quinn Simmons as well moves into the top 10, courtesy of getting some points as well. So, interesting battle. 53.5 kilometers, 1 minute and 7 seconds here for the breakaway out in front. That does include the former stage winner and Tour de France winner of Geraint Thomas. So, we'll see if Geraint Thomas can do something here today. How far can they keep into this as well? We could do pineapple on pizza as well as a poll, just because we talked about that earlier. Because Intermarché did that on their media stuff after that episode between, well, Bini and Jonathan Milan. But I would say it was Jonathan Milan's fault completely. Obviously Bini fan, but I actually sat in a group interview for Jonathan Milan, and he's a very funny guy. Jonathan Milan is actually a super funny guy off the bike. So, yeah, they said that he was compared to he was very similar to that of Marcel Kittel, but he said no. He said Marcel Kittel is way better than him. So I thought that was very humble as well by him. I think Marcel Kittel is his hero. But Niels Pollitt is at the front here of the bunch, just trying to calm things down a bit. Try to get a bit of an advantage here as well. And we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. We're almost 500 people in the chat. Smash the like button as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And a quick shout out as well to our sponsor as well, VeloProRacer.com. Race simulation app, completely free. Developing app, and will be very interesting to follow that journey. And they've been kind enough to sponsor the streams. So, yeah. Support them. Well, support us by supporting them. That's what I'm trying to say. But for the time being, it's looking very good here for the breakaway not winning the stage. So see what I did there? Mathieu van der Poel, Tadej Pogacar, all these guys, they are all looking for potentially a stage win today. Primož Roglič has also been a bit of a story as well. Is he done? Is he going to be able to get a top 5? Many of you were a bit disheartened by his performances as well over the last few days. So we'll wait and see. And obviously he still has 1 more year on the contract with Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. But I mean, they probably would have preferred having Remco Evenepoel, I think. And they did sign him from Jumbo-Visma. He has gotten them a Vuelta a España win. So we'll wait and see if they can get something out of him. A very good rider, as we know. Absolutely incredibly glittering career. But, it all comes to an end. As we've seen with Geraint Thomas, who's retiring at the end of the year. Warren Barguil, friend of the channel as well. Super nice guy. Super, super nice guy. Former winner of the Tour de l'Avenir. Former polka dot jersey winner. Former stage winner at the Tour de France as well. Didn't really live up to expectation after joining Arkea. Did have a top 10 finish, though, at the Tour. That kind of went under the radar, but... yeah, what could have been with this man? Absolutely super talent. Dominated his Tour de l'Avenir, winning all the jerseys back then. And many people thought he was going to be the next big thing for France. Which, I mean, he kind of was. But then, just couldn't really do it. unfortunately. But still a great career. You have to say, not many people win the polka dot jersey. Not many people win stages, mountain stages in the Tour, and he's even won stages in the Vuelta as well. But 1 minute and 8 seconds here. It's been managed by Nils Pollard here at the front. We also have a little trek towards the front here. So they may be thinking about something with Mathieu Jensen and Thibaut Ness here. We haven't really seen too much of Thibaut Ness in this year's race. Did crash. So we'll wait and see here. But Mathieu Jensen, super strong rider. And maybe he's going to be able to do something here in the race this year. 5th place in the Vuelta a España. And yeah, it is a very interesting race, isn't it? But we'll wait and see what's going to unfold in front of our eyes here. Nils Pollard, super strong guy, as we said. Very good classics riders. When you finish on the podium of the Tour, well, Tour of Flanders and Paris-Roubaix, you know you're one heck of a rider. That's just, yeah, of course it is. Absolutely incredible achievement by him. Are we going to get a stage win here from Tadej Pogacar? Maybe Tadej is going to take the win. He's been looking absolutely stupendous or superior in all of this year. No one's really been able to get close to him. And yeah, for the time being, he's 1 second away from that yellow jersey that he just relinquished. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Welcome to everyone who subscribed as well in the last few days, and if you haven't already, help us get to 100,000. And the bet is that if we get to 100,000, then you guys are going to decide my haircut. I also promised you a competition. I'll put that out in, yeah, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. So we have it ready for the rest of the day. We'll have one for subscribers and one for members as well, for channel members. So yeah, we'll wait and see. We'll have a new poll here because quite a few of you have voted. So a lot of you going for Biniam Girmay to retain that green jersey in terms of victory. Johnson Milan is a debutant of this year's Tour de France. So you never know if he's going to keep all the way to the finish in Paris. But we know, of course, he also has won the last 2 editions or the last 2 points classifications of the Giro d'Italia. So that's pretty good as well. But right now we're seeing Nils Pollard still managing that gap to those 5 riders out in front. Who's most combative today? Isn't it a bit too early? I think it's too early for the time being. 49 kilometers. Ivan Garcia Cortina for winning the intermediate sprint. Is that where we have to go? But what are we saying? Pineapple on pizza. Well, we're there because of Intermarché. Yes or no? I am going for a fat yes. Pineapple on pizza is one of the best things you can do with pizza. So we're probably going to see a lot of you unsubscribe after that. But 48.7 kilometers here, 1 minute and 5 seconds. It's a bit of the paint watching stage right now. We'll wait and see what's going to happen now with UAE Team Emirates at the front there. It's a warm day here, very warm day. We had one of the fastest starts as well today. And we'll wait and see what's going to happen right now. But it's also the 100th race day, apparently, between Jonas Vingegaard and Remco Evenepoel competing against each other. Of course, they've been in now 2 Tour de France's. And they also were against each other for Tirreno Adriatico, Tour of Basque Country. I think they shared the same stage. Dauphiné as well. 1 year at least. But 1 minute and 7 seconds here. 1 minute and 7 seconds. And this is probably going to be one of our most controversial polls. But UAE Team Emirates doing a good job at managing the gap here. But yeah, why is UAE doing the work here? UAE, the whole point of losing the jersey was to not do the work. So yeah, I would just bluff it. I would just be like, we're not doing the work. We're not doing the work. I would definitely not. I would save Nils Pollard. But Nils Pollard is absolutely amazing. One of the riders you would sign first if you were starting a cycling team, that's for sure. But yeah, 47.3 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And are we going to get a stage win here today? We will wait and see from Mathieu van der Poel. Can he do the unthinkable that he hasn't done done in his whole career? And yeah, we'll wait and see here. We will wait and see. But for the time being, it's UAE team members taking up the charge here, making sure that they keep the tension quite well. What are we saying? Keeping the pressure on and not letting go here. So yeah, it's looking very good for UAE. They are in a very strong position. They've got a minute of an advantage on Jonas Vingegaard, and yeah, probably where they were expecting to be. I mean, we were saying it in the previews as well that minute was probably what he was going to lose in a first week, Jonas Vingegaard. And we're seeing Jonas Roch, one of the tallest riders in the Tour de France peloton, just getting a wheel change here. The top 10 finisher of the Tour de France, of Paris-Roubaix this year, just getting a wheel change. There's been so many different mechanicals here. But yeah, worst wheel change ever. Yeah, for sure. This is taking a bit longer than you would expect. Yeah, 1 minute and 2 seconds here. 1 minute and 2 seconds, 46 kilometers to go here. The first categorized climb coming up as well of the day. Very, very late into the stage. But that will be the Courte du Village de Mur de Bretagne, 1.6 kilometers at 3.9% is not the Mur de Bretagne, but it's a climb before that. Then we got the Mur de Bretagne at 2 kilometers at 7.1%. And then we got another climb as well in there, uncategorized climb, but still a climb nonetheless. And then the Mur de Bretagne, 2.2 kilometers again. So there's two ascents of the Mur de Bretagne and one of the Courte du Village de Mur de Bretagne. Great to have so many familiar names in the chat as well joining. Sarah, Josh, Brian, and yeah, the poll now is brought to you by Intermarché's media, Facebook media page moderator. But we still have the breakaway up in front with Alex Baudin, Geraint Thomas, Marco Haller, Ewan Kosniku, is that how you say it? Isn't that neck? French people, help us. William, help us. 44.8 kilometers, 1 minute and 2 seconds here. 1 minute and 2 seconds. And yeah, it's looking fairly good here. 44.7 kilometers. Not for the breakaway. It's not looking good for the breakaway. Marco as well saying Visma's attack yesterday was like pineapple on pizza. What does that mean? That it was amazing? Because I didn't think it was amazing, actually. It was a lot of wasted resources because Mathieu van der Poel ended up in the yellow jersey anyway. But it was fairly close. It was fairly close to say the least. Sean Mark saying, yeah, Crew is neck. Okay, there we go. And Crew wasn't in his name either, so I messed that up completely. Oh well. Valentin Madouas, we're seeing him here, former top 10 finisher at the Tour de France, on a technicality, because obviously it was because Nairo Quintana was banned from that year's edition of the race, or deleted, shall we say. But yeah, 43, I was confused by the 9. 43.8 kilometers to go here, 1 minute and 3 seconds. It's interesting. I don't think they're going to be, well, do you think that breakaway are going to take the first ascent of the Mur de Bretagne? Maybe not. I think maybe they'll take the first Cat 4 climb, which is coming up. Did I actually say when it's coming up? It's coming up in 25 kilometers time, so probably not. But they did hold them off with a similar gap to that intermediate sprint as well. But yeah, we'll wait and see here. But great to have so many people here on a Friday afternoon, well, in France anyway. And we have got the recap race analysis later on, which we will have friend of the channel now, because he's not part of the channel anymore. He's part of the Cyclist magazine, Ewan Wilson. He was in the recap yesterday as well, so we'll see him again. And I don't think he wants to miss the Mur de Bretagne. So 42.8 kilometers, 1 minute and 2 seconds. This will be an interesting one. What are we saying? I'm beginning to think Visma Leasebike is dumb. Seems to be that they're trying 2022, 2023 tactics with a worse team and a much improved UAE and Pogacar. I think that is very well summarized, actually. the UAE team from this year compared to the 2000, those years is so much stronger. It's not even a comparison, is it? So yeah, they they definitely need some tactical help. Yeah, that's for sure. I think UAE did some very good tactics last year. I think you've heard me say it in the past as well, but seeing them use Adam Yates in the crosswinds where Visma had to burn so many of their riders was absolutely poetry in motion, and we also saw they launched Adam Yates off the front, and then Tadej Pogacar attacked up to him. But we're seeing Marco Haller here. Problem for Marco Haller? Or is he just calling it quits? Marco Haller just going out the back here. Yeah, Marco Haller. Yeah, that's true as well, Andrew. UAE were losing a lot of guys in 2022 as well. But Marco Haller looks like he's cramping up a bit here. So, yeah. Welcome to everyone who subscribed in the last few minutes as well. Ethan, Hefs TV, Bradley, Clark as well. Welcome to the channel, and thank you, Clifton Dunn, for the coffee money earlier. And so welcome to every single one of you. Smash the like button as well and subscribe. Let's try and see if we can get to 55,000 subscribers today. Maybe. Nils Pollitt, he's pushing on here. The German, he's pushing on. He's a very good rider, as we know. We're just seeing, is this Ivan Garcia Cortina? I think the ice bags are coming out now, so it's very hot now. The ice bags are coming out. Chris is asking, is Mads Mikkelsen here? I mean, if you're going to say the name, you have to say it correctly. Denmark's best actor, Mads Mikkelsen. The wrong spelling. So, yeah. But he's not at this race, of course. But big cycling fan, though. Big cycling fan, as most Danes are. 41 kilometers to go here. 1 minute. And UAE team Emirates managing this gap very well. A Brittany flag just above. And we will wait and see what's going to happen here on the stage. Are we going to get a stage win from, Mathieu van der Poel, Tadej Pogacar? Don is saying Jonas Vingegaard's wife should be in charge of Visma Lisa bike. She's getting a lot of stick in the press. She's a very nice person, I think. The media just did what the media does, rolls with the story, and she probably regrets saying anything. So I think it's a shame. 25 degrees. So, I mean, a few weeks ago here in France, it was like 38 degrees, but Marco's saying we need a poll. Should Jonas Vingegaard's wife take over Visma? I mean, at this rate, maybe. 40 kilometers to go here. 56 seconds. It's looking quite interesting now. Are we going to get a stage win from Visma Lisa bike today? They haven't tasted success so far in this year's Tour de France. So they need something here out of it. But we will wait and see what's going to happen here. It's looking interesting, isn't it? 56 seconds here. Geraint Thomas dropped from lead group as well. Marco Haller is being brought back here first by the peloton. And it's looking like an interesting one, this, for the breakaway. Well, not really. They're getting caught very quickly here. So, what could have been for them? What could have been? It's not gonna be a good one for them. They're gonna 57 seconds they've lost. They were at 1 minute and 30 seconds a few minutes ago, and now it's absolutely evaporating, courtesy of the German engine house of Nils Pollitt. So Nils Pollitt, very good classics rider, very good at keeping his tempo, and he's doing everything he can. What we're saying as well, Scott needs to afford a haircut. Please subscribe. Yeah, there you go. I need a haircut. That's why we need to subscribe. The haircut is going to be a running joke. I'm not going to cut the hair through the whole Tour de France, so you guys have something to talk about. What we're saying as well, Greg LeMond went to Washington, D.C. Wednesday and was recognized with the Congressional Gold Medal, one of the highest civilian awards in the USA. He became the first cyclist to receive this medal. That's very impressive. Biniam Gumai, Jonathan Milan, they're all out the back here. So the green jersey pairing are out the back right now. Get involved in the poll as well. Right now, you are my people. You are my people. 56% of you are going with me. Pineapple on pizza. We're almost 500 people in the chat. We will see what happens here. 38.9 kilometers. 1 minute still to go. We're getting ever closer to that first categorized climb of the day. What are we saying? Scott, he deserves it, as opposed to some guy named Lance something. Lance Stroll, the Canadian F1 driver? Is that who you mean? And Greg LeMond in person is super nice. Absolutely super nice. Very, very nice person. Met him one time last year. He was at the Rouleur Live and subscribed to the Cycling Dane in front of me. So that was absolutely hilarious. I think that was one of the peak former rider moments, I think. But yeah, so if you do subscribe, you're in good company. Greg LeMond, 3-time Tour de France winner, has also subscribed to the channel. But yeah, 1 minute and 4 seconds here. 1 minute and 4 seconds. Yeah. We will wait and see what happens here on the channel. And yeah, in our ranking, whatever that ranking means that we have seen coming out from YouTube, we are seeing that number one is Clifton Dunn right now with 325 points. So well done, Clifton Dunn. What are we saying as well? Over half of you condone pineapple war crime against pizza. How crude. Okay, very controversial poll. We're seeing still Nils Poller here, 1 minute and 1 second. Biniam Gumai and Jonathan Milan have dropped out. The green jersey group just forming probably another gruppetto. There's probably a gruppetto behind them. But Nils Poller doing a great job here. And as we were saying in the chat earlier, Geraint Thomas, has he dropped out? Has he dropped out of that group? I'm not seeing it on Pro Cycling Stats. I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it. But yeah, we're seeing Remco Evenepoel in the team cars as well. They are desperately going to be struggling a bit with no Mathieu Cattaneo. Such a strong rider, as we know. And a big, big loss for them. A big loss for them, to say the least. We will wait and see. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, it's looking very good for many of these riders who are wanting to challenge for potentially a stage win today. The Mur de Bretagne, we were talking about it a bit earlier, and we might as well talk about the Mur de Bretagne a bit more, because last time we had it was in 2021, where we saw Mathieu van der Poel winning his first ever stage in that iconic moment where he points to the sky in memory of his late grandfather, the Tour de France legend Raymond Poulidor, the eternal second, as he was also referred to. But we've also had it in 2018 when Dan Martin took the victory, and they went up it twice there. They started in Brest. And in 2015, it was Alexis Villamos, the French rider who used to ride for AG2R and retired last year. 2011 was your Cadel Evans, the year he won the yellow jersey as well, take the win. And we've also seen Sylvain Chavanel, one of the great French riders, also take a win up the Mur de Bretagne in 2008. That was before I was following the sport really. But that was the year Carlos Sastre took the win. Who did he actually beat on that day? A bonus point for anyone who can name that. I don't actually know. Well, I wasn't following it at all, so how would I know? Luis Leon Sanchez in there as well. Is this one of those wins where the other guy was just deleted from the results maybe? But yeah, we're getting very close to the finish. Ever so slightly closer. Was the Alpe d'Huez? Yeah, the Alpe d'Huez was there that year. Remember that because that was the year with that somewhat controversial stage, but it wasn't actually that controversial when you talked to Jens Vogt about it. Yeah, he did so in one of the interviews. So yeah, we will wait and see here. 35.3 kilometers still to go here. Are we going to get a stage win from Alpecin or UAE, or is it going to be Visma Lease Bike getting a stage win? Yeah, what are we saying as well? OG Thomas at the breakaway is fire. I missed the world feed. The world feed? What's the world feed? But what are we saying as well? Joe, Hawaiian pizza invented in Canada in 1962, apparently. But Nils Pollitt, he's just working at the front here. And 34.7 kilometers still to go here. 56 seconds still. And we have got Remco Evenepoel. He's about 20 seconds down on this group. Oh, no. How about corn on pizza? No, corn is not on pizza. That's too far from even me. But UAT Moments, they're trying to replicate what they did in the Tour of Austria and win the stage. Yeah, anything can happen here on the stage. We know I say this a lot, and today could potentially be it again. I can't actually see where Silman Chavanel won this Murder Bretagne stage. Yeah, I can see that he won a flat stage on stage 19. But yeah, I'll get to the bottom of that. Maybe it was just passing over it. But 55 seconds. So they still have a bit of a lead here. They haven't really... they haven't really brought this back yet. And as Space said, Remco Evenepoel has made contact with the peloton here. So the white jersey in a safe place now. So he's out of danger. Remco Evenepoel, many people are a bit worried about him potentially this year. Where is he going to finish? Are we going to see him competing for a stage win again later in this race? Of course, last year he still took a stage win, but it was the time trial. So is he going to take a non-time trial win? I mean, that could be a good question for the poll, since we have Remco and a lot of you have voted in the pizza. And democracy works for once. Will Remco win a stage again this year? Yes or no? We're almost 500 people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here as well. And make sure to hit the like button as well. Let's try and get as close to 500 as possible. But great to have so many people subscribing and part of the channel as well. The Rhythmics and SK, welcome to the community as well. Many good things to come. Of course, we got the rest day. We got some things coming up there as well. Get some Tour de France competitions as well for things that you guys can win. And hopefully none of you are living in Tuvalu when we have to send the things, because that would be quite hard to get to. But Remco Evenepoel, white jersey, he's also our pole right now. Is he going to be winning another stage? Never taking 2 stage wins in a Tour de France. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. But he's a very good rider, as we know. Visma Leasebike coming to the front now. What funny tactic are they doing today? I mean, they've become the new Ineos Grenadiers, I think. Ineos Grenadiers were the ones that we kind of laughed at a bit for doing silly tactics, and I think that mantle is going over to Visma Leasebike a bit. So we'll wait and see here, but Nils Pollitt still not letting complete go here of the front. So yeah, welcome Ivan as well. And yeah, it's great to see so many people joining the channel as well. We have got the Cycling Day Extra channel, which is coming up with our race recap analysis. We got the race previews, stage previews there as well throughout the tour. So a lot of interesting things on that channel. But right now we're seeing Thies Benoot with that upside down number 13 race number. And yeah, he's a very, very good rider. I think Thies Benoot is also one of those riders you would sign into your team. So who have we got? Nils Pollitt, Thies Benoot, Wout van Aert maybe? Probably. He's also very good. And Adam Yates for sure. Adam Yates, I would definitely sign him. So a mix of Visma Leasebike riders and UAE riders probably. 30.6 kilometers. We're getting ever closer to that Cat 4 that will start this hat-trick of categorized climbs that the riders will tackle. They have a bit of a descent right now that they're currently on. Then they have an uncategorized incline, and we'll see if we're going to get some movement before this. Are we going to get a stage win from anyone who isn't called UAE or Visma Leasebike? That could be a good poll as well. Will any other team, will Remco Evenepoel, can they get them in kind of a lock position where they're all a bit, yeah, they look at each other, and then a rider outside the GC manages to win it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But most of you are saying we're not going to get another Remco Evenepoel win. They're coming under the 30 kilometer to go banner. There's only 4 riders now in this group. Alex Bourdon, Geraint Thomas, Ewan Cosnio. That's probably terrible. I'll work on that one. And then Ivan Garcia Cortina. We haven't really talked about Ewan Costio. He is 22 years young, from Brest, so from this region, and doing a very good job here in the break. He's actually a debutant of the Tour de France as well. Has won a stage in the Pays de la Loire Tour, Region Pays de la Loire Tour last year, where he managed to beat out Sam Bennett, who I think was at the race where he absolutely ran riot with the race. But yeah, for the time being, 29 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Yeah, that second time trial, I don't think Remco Evenepoel is winning that. I think it's a bit too lumpy for him. You can see how close Tadej Pogacar was on him on a flat one. I don't think he's going to be that close when we get to that Périgueux time trial. So we'll wait and see here. Stage win. Where is that? Is it? Well, I'll ask you guys as well. We've got a question function as well. I don't quite know what that is, but we could try it. Is there another? Will the win come from Visma or UAE? Visma or UAE? There you go. Yes or no? If you say yes, then you think it's going to come from them. If you say no, it could be any other team. Maybe that was that clear? I'm not sure if that was clear, the poll. We'll see if it works. Yeah, 1 minute and 3 seconds here, 28.3 kilometers. Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard positioned towards the front, as you probably would expect here. Where will Jonas finish? He finished inside the top 10 last time we were up the Mur de Bretagne in 2021. It was his first Tour de France as well. His team leader managed to finish up there with Tadej Pogacar. So yeah, Julien Philippe as well. I mean, he's kind of someone you would think would do well here, but he hasn't been looking too good this year in the Tour de France. So yeah, I'm not thinking Alaphilippe is going to be winning. What are we saying as well? Is that for the stage or the Tour? Oh, that poll. I think the poll maybe. Okay, I'll kill the poll. We'll do a new poll. Because yeah, where? I could just do who will win the stage. That's probably easier. Will it be Tadej Pogacar? Will it be Vingegaard? I'll put Visma. MVDP or other. So yeah, because it could be Jorgensen if they look at each other too much. That was a clearer poll to understand. So yeah, we'll go with that one. But we're seeing the yellow jersey is next to the rainbow jersey as well. Very, very incredible to see those two jerseys next to each other. But who is going to be winning it? Rainbow jersey. Jonas Vingegaard doesn't have a jersey. Tim Wellens has the jersey as well. So yeah, in terms of the polka dot jersey, and we have the green jersey currently on the shoulders of Jonathan Milan. Remco Evenepoel has the white jersey, and Tadej Pogacar only has to ride around with, yeah, only has the rainbow jersey, but which is very, very incredible. 27.2 kilometers, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Airbnb are saying for information in 30 kilometers will reach the Mur de Bretagne. It will arrive super fast, guys. Let's not be shy. Arno, Armory, if Matthias can try to guide you a bit, it's now. Yeah, they didn't say Kevin, did they? They didn't say Kevin. So I wonder what they're thinking about. This Melissa bike position on the left-hand side of the road. They are certainly going to try and do something here. They've been trying all kinds of different plans so far in this year's Tour de France. Some of them work, some haven't. I still think their attack best was a good way of doing it on some of the climbs as well to try and deter Tadej Pogacar. But Airbnb, they are looking very impressive right now. They're doing a good job to keep their man up towards the front here. And we've got a bit of wind here as well. We're seeing the back end of the peloton here. And yeah, there's a lot of riders who could do something here today for sure. The top 10 is very interesting in the GC, so there could be a lot of movement up and down as well. But yeah, who's going to be winning this stage? That is the big question here. Are we going to see a stage win from Mathieu van der Poel? Tadej Pogacar, 58% of you. Other, 28%. I mean, if you are saying other, let us know in the chat who you think is going to be the other as well. Friend of the channel, Jens Vogt, on the motorbike, he had a lot to say about the Motor Bretagne in the preview with him. He said, what did he say? He said, it's about this narrow or whatever, which was quite funny. Very, very funny, Jens Vogt. 1 minute and 5 seconds. 1 minute and 5 seconds. 3 minutes and 32 seconds for Biniam Girmay and John Milan. So, I mean, they're completely out of the play of this stage. But 25.8 kilometers. I think the breakaway might hold this, at least to that first Castro climb. But we're seeing Alpecin and De Koning getting to the front here. Arkea, B&B as well. They're all kind of just getting ready here. They know it's coming. So they're just trying to do something here if they can. Are we going to get a stage win here from Mathieu van der Poel? Only 6% of you. 61% think it's going to be Tadej Pogacar in that rainbow jersey. Yeah, I think it might be that way. I think it might just be that way as well. But yeah, 25 kilometers to go. Good time to just a shout out to our sponsor as well, Velo Pro Racer, race simulation app, and is in its development as well, but completely free to download. Help them by trying it out, downloading it, and they've been kind enough to sponsor the streams for the Tour de France. But for right now, 24.7 kilometers here, 59 seconds. They're doing a very good work here at the front. Ivan Garcia Cortina, Geraint Thomas, Ewan Kosniku. I'll try and see if I can pronounce that a bit better. And Ivan Garcia Cortina, the Movistar rider. But Ineos Grenadiers, they've kind of been a bit of a wet blanket in this year's Tour de France. Obviously, they lost Ghana. That was one of their big guys for the TT. So that was a big, big loss for them. But yeah, right now, 24 kilometers to go here. 24 kilometers. It's very fast. This stage is flying by. Only 24 kilometers to go here. So yeah, they're going to be there very soon by the finish. So, which is good because then I can get out the recap quicker as well. And yeah, we can all enjoy our evening a bit more as well. But, or morning, or wherever you are. You're not just in Europe, guys. You're all over the place. 1 minute and 2 seconds here. Are we going to get legendary stuff once again here on the Motor Bretagne? The Alpe d'Huez of Brittany, as they call it. But 23.5 kilometers here. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe moving up here with Danny van Poppel. Always be careful when Danny van Poppel is in the bunch here. But yeah, right now he's got the right-hand side of the road. EF Education Easy Post. They've got the Picnic Personnel are up there as well. So a lot of the teams are just taking a stance here as well. They're just making sure that they are here, up there, present, and keeping in a good position. So if there is a crash, their team leader won't get caught up by that. So yeah, William is saying, I thought Pogacar didn't want the yellow jersey until next week. So yeah, I mean, we'll see here. Would he give up a stage win to not have the yellow jersey? Crosswinds potential here as well. This Melissa bike, Alpecin, UAE, they're all here up towards the front. Everyone's a bit twitchy right now. So they are just trying to keep out of harm's way as well. And yeah, it's looking a bit nervous here from the peloton. They're just making sure that they can keep out of harm's way. So if something did happen, a touch of wheels, they wouldn't get caught up by that at all. Yeah, are we going to see a stage win here from any of the teams that haven't taken a stage win? But Geraint Thomas here, the former stage winner, former Tour de France winner in 2018, former Alpe d'Huez stage winner as well. What an incredible stage that was. Unfortunately, before the cycling day even existed. But yeah, right now with less than 22 kilometers, they still have a gap of 1 minute and 6 seconds. And if you remember, they've actually increased that gap by a few seconds now. So we'll wait and see here, but it's looking interesting now. 21 kilometers still to go here of the stage for the breakaway. They're doing a good job to just keep this margin up now. So are we going to see a stage victory here from the breakaway? I don't think so. But they are doing a good job to be the first riders over this. So, yeah. Yeah. Visma Lisa bike, what are they going to do today? 21 kilometers to go. Yeah, this is really gonna happen. 48.7 kilometers, so very fast now. Very fast. Visma Lisa bike have been under a lot of criticism for their strategy. Jonas Vingegaard's wife getting in the media as well, so it's all a bit all over the place. And I mean, they're probably wanting a 2022 edition, but UAE are so strong right now compared to Visma Lisa bike. They're very well similar level. They're not completely blowing Visma Lisa bike out of the water. I think they're still fairly similar, but I still think the edge goes to UAE for that mountain support. I mean, you've got Joao Almeida, who's been absolutely cleaning up most races he's entered this year as well, and did beat Jonas Vingegaard on a hilltop on in Paris-Nice. 20 kilometers. The Mur de Bretagne is the direction that they're heading towards now. So it is getting very close to getting that very exciting focus of this stage. We've got that 1.6 kilometer climb of the Courte de Village de Mur de Bretagne at 3.9%. That's coming up. That's what they are on right now, the breakaway. So we'll wait and see if they're going to be able to take that Cat 4 at the top here. But they're doing a very good job here, this breakaway. They're working very well together. They had extended the lead that they had lost as well for a bit. But 19.5 kilometers, 1.3 kilometers left of the stage. The green jersey is completely out of the picture as well. But now it's Visma Lisa bike. Visma Lisa bike coming to the front here. They don't have the yellow jersey. They don't have a guy in the top 3 right now. But they're doing their work here. They're trying to mastermind something here. But Ivan Garcia Cortina, he's just trying to move off the front here of the breakaway as well. Does he want the solitary mountain point? It's 1.1 kilometer until they get to that point. But right now it's Visma Lisa bike just accelerating hard here. So maybe Garcia Cortina, he did get the message and he's just trying to extend the lead here for as long as possible for them. But right now it's an interesting one here because Visma Lisa bike, they are really pulling hard here. And yeah, is this again them trying to do attack is the best form of defense? Yeah, I'm not quite sure here. Visma Lisa bike, anyone got any insights of what they're doing here? But they're getting to the front here. They don't have the yellow jersey. They don't have second place. They don't have third place. But right now they're doing the work of UAE team members here. So they're just trying everything here. 18.7 kilometers still to go here of the stage. And 51 seconds here. 51 seconds, 52 seconds. So they are taking a lot away from the breakaway here. We're getting into that first Cascais climb. It's only 400 meters away here. But Visma Lisa bike are really putting their stall out now. And they're trying to really put the rest of the field into some problems here. Attack is the best form of defense. But is it going to work today? That's the big question. But 300 meters until we get to the top of this part. They're really putting out the stall here. Geraint Thomas is dropped. Geraint Thomas is out the back here. So unfortunately, Geraint Thomas is no longer part of that front of the breakaway. So unfortunately, he's not going to be part of this. 150 meters still left here. 150 meters still left. Are we going to see Garcia Cortina? It looks like it's going to Ewan Cortis, who's going to take that solitary point. So Ikea B&B Hotels picking up the small money available there as well. But are they going to get to that first point of the Mur de Bretagne? Are they going to get to the Mur de Bretagne for the first time? Niels Pollard done for the day as well. He just waves goodbye. And 18 kilometers. This is the time to put the seatbelt in. This is the exciting part of the stage. We are going to see the tactical cards being played out here. But Visma Lisa bike with Victor Campenas, the former hour record holder, that has Jonas Vingegaard on his wheel here. So they're just doing a good job here We're seeing Quinn Simmons as well up here as well, Tom scoring. So that means Little Trek are thinking about something here on the stage. So we'll see here. We'll see what's going to happen here. But Victor Campenaerts is up there. Matteo Jorgensen as well. All of these riders just maintaining where they are. We're seeing riders drop out the back. Leknessson out the back, the Uno X mobility rider, former Maglia Rosa wearer, and top finisher in the Giro d'Italia. Jacob Aula losing riders as well. But yeah, we'll see if any GC riders get caught out here in this stage. But for the time being, 17.2 kilometers. We still have those three riders out in front. They've got a lead of 51 seconds here. They are in the Mur de Bretagne here. 2 kilometers at 6.9%. And Ivan Garcia Cortina has let go here. Ivan Garcia Cortina has let go. So he's no longer part of that front group anymore. So yeah, it's down to 2 riders now. Down to 2 riders. Who's going to be taking the Mur de Bretagne 2 points available at the top, because there's a Cat 3 climb from the organizers. 47 seconds here. 47 seconds. They are maintaining a good lead, but we are seeing Visma Lease Bike really driving on the pace here. 16.8 kilometers. We see a Scottish flag as well. And yeah, the peloton right now on the Mur de Bretagne, 2 kilometers at 6.9%. It's Victor Campenaerts really just ramping it up here in terms of pace. How long can he hold on? We saw him doing a very good ride a few days ago, or actually yesterday, but is he going to be able to do it here again? Ewan Cosneo is the rider out in front here, the Airbnb rider. He looks like he's going to be the Brittany rider who might get to the top of the Mur de Bretagne. He's got a leash of 39 seconds here, 39 seconds, but that peloton is coming thick and fast here, courtesy of UET members. I think this is Simon Yates coming to the front. Simon Yates, it looks like his climbing style here. So right now, it's absolutely thunderous pace here from Visma Lease Bike. They're really trying to string out this peloton. Do they know something that we don't? Did Tadej Pogacar breathe a bit harder this morning? But Simon Yates is absolutely picking up the breakaway. Oh, crash. We've had a crash. We've had a crash here. Geraint Thomas being brought back here by Simon Yates as well. These two have never been teammates in club level here. But a crash. Oh, it was, yeah, just a collapse from one of their Astana riders. It wasn't even a crash, just collapse. But Simon Yates here is driving Jonas Vingegaard here, the Giro d'Italia champion, driving the 2-time Tour de France champion here. And we've got Lipovic up there as well towards the front here. Very, very good animation of the race here. Simon Yates absolutely just hitting the pedals hard here. And looking around as well. 1.1 kilometers still to go. 32 seconds for that front man. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting finish now. Simon Yates picks off Alex Baudin. And now we're going to see a very, very interesting part of the stage here. The first ascent up the Mur de Bretagne. Are we potentially going to see the young Frenchman going to crest the Mur de Bretagne before the field catch him? He's got 32 seconds and he's got 900 meters. 900 meters to go here. 900 meters. Yeah, what is going to happen here? Simon Yates absolutely exploding this peloton here. Mathieu van der Poel has been distanced here. Mathieu van der Poel has been gapped. Mathieu van der Poel is in the wrong selection here. So the man who was the winner on the 2021 stage is caught out here a bit. Jonas Vingegaard and, well, no. Simon Yates, the work he's doing is catching out riders here, splitting the peloton. But it is going to be the young Brittany rider who is going to be the first rider to cross the Mur de Bretagne. He's going to put his name in the history books of the Mur de Bretagne to be the first rider across the Mur de Bretagne this year. But the peloton are coming thick and fast, courtesy of Simon Yates. He's absolutely ripping up this climb, absolutely demolishing the peloton from behind. Is Mathieu van der Poel going to be able to sustain this pace? He is in that second selection now. We've got the polka dot jersey still up there with Tim Wellens. I think, has Mathieu van der Poel just made it back here? I think he has just crossed over to these guys. But yeah, Red Bull are looking very good here. UAE are looking very good. But the youngster here has just managed to get across that line. Oh, no, not yet, not yet. He's still got 300 meters. But it flattens off a bit here up towards the front. Or towards the top here. But he's getting hunted down by Visma Lease Bike. Simon Yates looking very strong here. Absolutely powering it out right now for his teammate and team leader of Tadej Pogacar. Oh no, wait, what? Wrong Yates, wrong for Jonas Vingegaard here. 20 seconds now for the Airbnb rider. And will he be able to get to the top on the next one? He's got 15.2 kilometers left here. 20 seconds here. Visma Lease Bike driving the pace from behind. Who's going to be picking up that 1 point as well? It is a Cat 3 climb. I think it is Tim Wellens coming across here. He just defended his jersey with 1 point here. So, wow. Yeah, good bit of riding there. But 20 seconds. We've got Ron Ryder up towards the front here. Great to have Paddy Dunn back in the chat as well. Absolutely on cloud nine. And if we're going to make a connection to Ireland with this climb, it is, of course, Dan Martin winning in 2018. But Tim Wellens takes over the duties from Simon Yates here. Great to have 700 people in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from as well. And right now, it is absolutely an interesting battle here. The Alpe d'Huez of Brittany is what we're on. Riders getting dropped a lot courtesy of Simon Yates. That effort was absolutely incredible to see. But Cosneo is the rider out in front. He's doing a great job to keep his name. Wout van Aert comes to the front now. Wout van Aert is absolutely coming to the front now. He's probably a bit heavier. That wasn't fat shaming. But he is a bigger rider than some of these riders in this group. So he's just making sure that he can do his best to help his team as well. And we'll see what he can do here. But right now, it's looking very good for... he caught him. So, wait, he caught him or not? We've got a lot of riders reacting to Wout van Aert as well. But right now, Wout van Aert is just driving a bit of a splinter group off the front here. Tim Wellens is trying to get that group under control as well. But Wout van Aert, what is he going to be able to do here? Wout van Aert, could he win the stage? Probably not. He's probably not going to be allowed that. But yeah, UAE getting rid of the jersey is probably not going to happen. Ewan Cosneo, he is having a bit of a margin here. He's got a bit of a margin, 17, 18 seconds here. 13 kilometers to go for him. And is he going to be able to take this win? That is probably a bit far-fetched, you would have to say. But they've seen the finishing line. Wout van Aert is driving the pace here. Who is with him? Who are these two riders with him? Wout van Aert just trying to increase the gap here. I mean, if Visma Lease Bike were going to do an 200 IQ move, they would try and get rid of the bonus seconds. So maybe Wout van Aert and Mathieu Jorgensen, if they were faster than Tadej Pogacar, that is a way because I think if you bring Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard to the finish together, it's always going to be Tadej Pogacar taking those bonus seconds. He is just a quicker rider. Just has a bit more of a snap than Jonas Vingegaard. But, the Airbnb rider, he can see the breakaway from behind, and he shouldn't look behind if he knows what's good for him. But Wout van Aert was trying to just create a bit of a splinter move. But the youngster, he's got a few seconds now. It's not too much now. But B&B, they have, of course, also got Kevin Vauclain in there. Tadej Pogacar with the rainbow stripes, also looking very good as well. And 4 seconds, they're saying now. 4 seconds. So that lead is going to be wiped out any minute now. Any minute, we're going to see it wiped out. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. But it's looking like the gap is going to be... or it's going to be brought back very soon here. And then we'll have all the big favorites together. And then it will be real battle here. Yeah, he's brought back now. Brought back by Tim... Is this Tim Wellens? No, I don't think it's Tim Wellens. He looks a bit like Marc Soler. I think it's Marc Soler bringing him back here. Simon Yates up there as well. So Simon Yates doing a good job to still be up there after a bit of work as well. So Simon Yates still up there looking very good. So we'll wait and see. But the youngster brought back quite quickly, unfortunately, for him. 12.2 kilometers, 6.6 minutes, and, well, it's not relevant, the green jersey. But is this Marc Soler? It looks a bit like Marc Soler. Yeah, it is Marc Soler, the former Tour de l'Avenir winner a few years ago. But Tim Wellens up there as well, the polka dot jersey. Simon Yates, the Giro d'Italia champion, as we know. So we'll wait and see here. But picnic personnel, there's a lot of teams still up here, so it's not like it's completely done. I mean, Tad Pogacar probably has the best kick, as we've learnt from Flèche Wallonne, Liège, Bastogne Liège. Take your pick, and he has the best kick. But great to have so many people here in the chat. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and do check out our stream sponsor as well of VeloProRacer.com. A race simulation app, and yeah, very new app, and we will see their development as well. But they've supported the channel, so why not support them as well? Nevertheless, 11.6 kilometers. They're looking around. UAE are taking up the responsibility here. Mathieu van der Poel still in here despite getting detached a bit. So we'll wait and see what happens here. But 11.5 kilometers still to go here on the stage. This is going to be our earliest finish of this year's Tour de France as well. So the race recap analysis will come out very fast. Or, well, not very fast, but it will come out sooner than it did yesterday. So thank you, riders, for riding quite fast. So, yeah, of course, we have our podcast as well. And I hope you guys check that out as well on Spotify to help us out there. But 11 kilometers still to go here of the stage. Are we going to see a stage win today from Mathieu van der Poel? Is looking less and less likely. Struggling yesterday a bit, struggling today. So, yeah, right now, the movement at the front is still UAE team members. Tim Wellens up there towards the front as well. So many riders just pushing on here. 10.7 kilometers, 7 minutes and 35 seconds down to John Milano them. So, I mean, they're just taking it quite easy as well. But, yeah, Marc Soler, this is the role he's kind of been brought into after Tim Wellens, after Niels Pollitt. This is where he kind of makes his role. Yeah, this final ascent up the Mur de Bretagne, they've just been up it. And we'll see. We've got about 8 kilometers until that point comes. We know it's 2 kilometers long. We know it's 6.9%. And we will wait and see. We will wait and see here. Visma Lease bike congregating towards the front here. So they're definitely going to try another tactic for sure. I think that is happening. Great to have Brian as well. New York in the house. But right now, it's a very fast descent now. A very fast descent as they come towards that final ascent of the Mur de Bretagne, the Alpe d'Huez of Brittany. We will wait and see what's going to happen here. But it could be an absolutely scintillating finish here. But for the time being, I think that poll is dead. We've got 340 of you have voted. Will MVDP still be in yellow? There you go. Will he still be in yellow after this stage? It would be quite sad. The stage where he first took the yellow jersey is where he loses the yellow jersey again. But I mean, he's lost it already this year and then got it back. So I think this one is probably a bit more of a bonus one for him. Yeah. 8.9 kilometers still to go here. 8. Yeah, why am I still saying the green jersey? Because the green jersey is not relevant right now. They're out of the picture. Way out of it. But Jonas Vingegaard sitting quite far up the front here. He's sitting third wheel right now. Third wheel for Jonas Vingegaard. Poised to attack here. Out of harm's way. And that crash uphill was a strange one from the Astana ride. I'm not quite sure who that was. But yeah, it's just more of a calm bit now. Binyam Gamaya and his friends, they have just crossed the top of the Mur de Bretagne. So that tells you how far behind they are. I wonder, do you guys know who the rider crashed was? I think it was 114, wasn't it? Let's see who 114 was. I think it's 114. But yeah, 8.2 kilometers still to go here of the stage. It's going to be a dramatic one. Let's hope we get, something close to what we had last year. Not too much drama on that first ascent, just getting rid of the breakaway. But 7.9 kilometers, it's almost like a sprint stage, this one today. And we'll wait and see if it is going to be a sprint to the line or if someone tries to hit out a bit earlier. 7.8 kilometers. Maybe they just look at each other as well a bit. But yeah, for the time being, it's looking very interesting here for the stage. UAE team Emirates, a very strong team as we know. Really have come here equipped with a team that can dominate most other teams. Obviously, there's been a change to the rules as well. We used to have 9 riders, now we have 8. So that happened a few years ago, and that really was kind of to nullify Team Sky in a way. The race always tries to change rules to kind of adapt to the environment of the race. We saw that with Mark Cavendish as well, where they changed the green jerseys to favour a bit more the pure sprinters. But they've changed it up again, the green jersey. So is this to try and tempt Mathieu van der Poel into something? 6.9 kilometers still to go here. We're getting very close now. It's a fast bit. It's a fast run into the Mur de Bretagne as well. So this will definitely give the riders a bit of a lift as well into it. And this should be an incredible finish, to say the least. Pro Cycling Stats says it's Champignon who crashed. There we go. Huge crash, apparently. But yeah, it's thick and fast here. Rumbles. Everyone's just going all over the place a bit. Yeah, they're just taking a bit easy. Stage winner from yesterday. Ben Healy's up towards the front as well. Oh, there we go. The huge crash. Yeah, I'm a bit behind there. So, big crash there. Big crash. Wowza. That was a crash and a half. Almeida down. Eddie Dunbar down as well. Ben Healy down, I think. So, yeah, that was not what we were expecting. 5.7 kilometers, and now a lot of these riders, this is not good at all. They were going quite fast as well because it was a downhill section. So, yeah, not good that. Not good at all. Wowza. Bahrain victorious riders, 2 of them down. But it's UAE Team Emirates just keeping to the front here. They're just maintaining the pressure. But Ben Healy is just being brought back. He's, of course, sitting inside top 10 here. And, yeah, wow, that came out of nowhere. Absolutely crazy, that. The pictures were on Ben Healy, and then it just absolutely, yeah, wowza. 5 kilometers to go here for the riders. Guillaume Martin is down. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do something here. Who was it? Oh, we can see the back end of it, the bunch there. Ben Healy, we see him. That was where the motorbike was. So the crash happened in front of a few rows in front of Ben Healy, and Eddie Dunbar crashed, and his giant bike went absolutely flying. So yeah, Ben Healy trying to being paced back here. So yeah, one day you're having great luck winning the stage, and then here, absolutely terrible luck. But Marc Soler and the bunch, they are absolutely pacing it down here, doing their best to keep everything going here, but we're seeing a lot of damaged bikes here on the side of the road. So yeah, Eddie Dunbar, a lot of riders down, and yeah, what a shame for the race. What a shame. And yeah, we're still seeing Marc Soler at the front here. Marc Soler, who even looked behind. 4 kilometers to go here. 4 kilometers to go. Remember, it's 2 kilometers to go where we see the Mur de Bretagne. Wobbing on the wheel of Marc Soler here, but that crash was terrible. And Eddie Dunbar, yeah, that was, yeah, just terrible, that crash for those guys. But 3.7 kilometers still to go here. What is going to happen here on the stage? Marc Soler taking quite wide there in the corner, very fast. And who's going to be winning this stage? 3.6 kilometers still to go here. UAE still have a lot of riders. And who is going to... UAE have not a lot of riders here at the front here. They're bringing up Tim Wellens. They're bringing up Visma Lease Bike. Have a lot of riders here. Mathieu van der Poel doing a good job to still be up there as well. Groupama FDJ have a few riders. And AG2R as well. So, yeah, in terms of that crash, a lot of riders down, which is a great shame to see. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens here after the race as well. But 3.2 kilometers, Marc Soler looks around here. Wout van Aert as well. Marc Soler probably doesn't know that his teammates were caught up in that. AG2R just pushing on here. Arkea B&B in there as well. Yeah, a lot of riders caught up by that. But Mathieu van der Poel, I think, has been distanced here. Or maybe not. No, he's still up there. He's still up there. They were just giving a different camera angle here. So 2.9 kilometers still to go here. And we are getting some new riders coming to the front here. AG2R and Groupama FDJ, they come to the front now. So we're going to see what they have in mind here. They don't want to just be the nail. They're trying to do something here. AG2R really just ramping it up here. Visma Lease Bike have Wout van Aert and Tish Benoot very close behind these two riders as well. So we'll wait and see if they're going to do something. Very punchy, two very punchy Belgian riders as well. Just trying to do something here. Who's going to be winning this stage? That's the big question. Are we going to see a stage win from this Melissa bike? Is it going to be Mathieu van der Poel? Is it going to be Tadej Pogacar? A lot of these guys are really in the mix for this, but 2.4 kilometers to go here. 2.4 kilometers. Many riders caught out by that as well. A lot of riders caught out by that. So we'll wait and see what happens here in the aftermath. We've got the race recap analysis on the Cycling Dane Extra channel or on the podcast, so do check that out after the stage a bit. Scott McMillan saying Enric Mas was caught out by that. But now UAE Team Emirates move up to the front here with Tim Wellens absolutely driving this. The monster from Belgium. One of the best riders we've seen in Domestique. The Pogacar jersey is now driving the rainbow jersey here. Remco Evenepoel sitting third wheel here. 1.9 kilometers to go here. Murder Bretagne, 2 kilometers, 6.9% here. This is looking promising now. Are we going to see Tadej Pogacar strike out here? This Melissa bike, Jonas Vingegaard losing wheels here. Or is he? He's just trying to get on the wheel of Remco Evenepoel here. But Mathieu van der Poel, the stage that he won in 2021, he can't quite do it here. But Tadej Pogacar is lifting the pace now. It's Remco Evenepoel, it's Jonas Vingegaard, it's Tadej Pogacar at the front. The top three of last year's Tour de France up towards the pointy end here on the Mur de Bretagne, the Alpe d'Huez of Bretagne. And Remco Evenepoel looks around, looks at Tadej Pogacar, looks at Vingegaard as the white jersey now comes to the front here. He comes to the front, Remco Evenepoel. What can he do here? Remco Evenepoel does know he needs a bit of time if he's going to be able to get that yellow jersey. But now the yellow jersey is absolutely in play, but it's going to be Tadej Pogacar, I think. Primož Roglič, a bad day goes to worse for him. He's losing it here. He's losing time right now. Tadej Pogacar is losing, or not Tadej Pogacar, Primož Roglič is losing time here. Remco Evenepoel, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, these are our top three riders right now. And Mathieu van der Poel has already lost time here, but Remco Evenepoel is driving them up here. The white jersey just trying to accelerate the pace a bit here. He just tries to put himself in the best position now. 1.3 kilometers left here of the Mur de Bretagne. Is Remco going to be able to do something here? But we know Tadej Pogacar is so good at this kind of terrain. Is he just going to accelerate hard? Kevin Vauclain trying to battle his way onto the wheel of these three giants. We got Matteo Jorgensen up there as well. They've built out a huge lead now on Mathieu van der Poel. And unfortunately, not quite the way Mathieu van der Poel would have wanted to return to the Mur de Bretagne. But Remco Evenepoel, Tadej Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, there is a stage up for grabs here, but none of them really doing anything here. They've got joined by the other riders as well from the earlier point. So it's all back together here. Those three have been joined back up here. It looks like it's going to be a pure sprint here in the finale. Less than 1 kilometer to go here. Less than 1 kilometer to go of the stage. This is going to be a fascinating battle here between these riders. If Narvaez is in this group, he certainly could win this stage. He has a very fast finish. So does Tadej Pogacar. But Tadej potentially wants to take the stage win for himself here. Narvaez is smelling potentially a stage win. Or is he just going to be leading out Tadej? Remco Evenepoel make sure to slot in second place here to give himself a bit more of a chance here. 700 meters to go here. 35 seconds down to Mathieu van der Poel here. Are we going to see a stage win from potentially Tadej Pogacar, Remco Evenepoel, Jonas Vingegaard, or even Matteo Jorgensen? We're inside the last 700 meters here. The riders are looking around. It's a very small group here. I think Lipovic has made it in this group. There's a Red Bull rider, I think. No, it's a DSM rider. But right now, Matteo Jorgensen riding fourth wheel. Oh no, Jonas Vingegaard fourth wheel. Third wheel, Tadej Pogacar. Second wheel, Remco Evenepoel. And Narvaez, the national champion, or former national champion, the Tour Down Under winner for UAE, is absolutely trying to lead them out here. We are going to wait and see who has the best kick here. I think it's probably going to be Tadej Pogacar. We've seen him win sprints before in this kind of scenario. But Jonas Vingegaard is in the worst position on the wheel of Tadej Pogacar here. Remco Evenepoel needs to jump Tadej quite fast. Tadej Pogacar opens up here. Tadej Pogacar goes for it. And it is going to be Tadej Pogacar. Looks like he is going to take the win. Remco Evenepoel nowhere. Not able to follow Tadej Pogacar. It's between Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar for the win. Who's going to take it? It is going to be Tadej Pogacar. Win number 101 here. 101 for Tadej Pogacar. What a sprint there. It became a bit predictable when no one really was following it. But there you have it. Tadej Pogacar takes another win in the Tour de France this year. What could have been for many of these riders. But right now, that was an incredible dominance there once more by Tadej. He returns to the Mur de Bretagne. He was second in 2021. And here he does it. Takes that win. Win number 2 of 2025 in the Tour de France. He adds another stage to his Tour de France palmarès as well, and wins on the Alpe d'Huez of Bretagne. What an incredible win in the rainbow jersey. He takes back the yellow jersey as well, and wow. That was some real dominance there by Tadej Pogacar. Everyone kind of reluctant. They weren't too scared. Nobody was trying anything. Were they all on the limit? Maybe, maybe not. But Remco Evenepoel absolutely went backwards. When Tadej opened the sprint there. Jonas Vingegaard quickly pounced on Tadej Pogacar as well. So he did a very good defensive role as well. Mathieu van der Poel making it up towards the front here. Just trying his best to, Mathieu van der Poel definitely didn't want that day in yellow. It was gifted to him by Tadej Pogacar. And we'll get the top 10 as well before I scurry off and do the recap race analysis with Ewan Wilson. And that will be available on the podcast later on. But shout out to our sponsor as well, VeloPro Racer. And we will get an exit poll going as well as I get the top 10 going. Will Pogacar lose the yellow again this year? Will he keep the yellow jersey all the way to Paris? Adam Yates, we're seeing him as well. Let's see if we've got the top 10 as well, courtesy of Pro Cycling Stats. But Tadej Pogacar, almost wish I put all my life savings on this race today, because it became very predictable as well. But as we say, bike racing is probably the worst sport to put any bet on, because literally anything can happen. A fan can walk out in front of the riders, and but a very predictable outcome to some respect. Many of you did say Tadej Pogacar was going to be winning this. He looked away. He looked so comfortable as well, and no one could really do anything here to Tadej. What a stage. But we'll get the top 10 before we scurry off and do the race recap. If Pro Cycling Stats will allow. I think it's crashed a bit here. They have had a bit of trouble. Oh wait, I think I've got it. But Narvaez doing a good job there as well. We have got the top 10 here already, so I'll get that to us as well. Don't know why I couldn't get it on the other one. I'm working on the laptop and the main computer, because we had a lot of crashes slow in the Giro, and I think it's gone very well this year in the Tour. So we haven't really had any crashes in the Tour de France so far. So in terms of us, the stream. But it's looking very good now for Tadej Pogacar and UAE Team Emirates. But let's get the top 10 before we scurry off, and I hope to see you all this evening as well for the recap race analysis on the Cycling Dane Extra channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel here on the Cycling Dane as we get ever closer to 100,000 subscribers. But our winner is Tadej Pogacar, the rainbow jersey, winning the stage, a second stage of this year's Tour de France, ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. Oscar Onley was the Picnic Personal rider, getting a third place. Felix Gall as well. Good ride from him, the AG2R rider who was struggling on a number of stages. But Mathieu in the fifth place. Remco Evenepoel looking like he was poised for a top 3, but drops back there and gets sixth place. Kevin Vauclain, great ride from him as well, 7th place. Narvaez, despite leaving them all out, he finishes in 8th place, and 9th place for Axel Laurens of Ineos Grenadiers, with Tobias Halle Johannesson rounding out the top 10 as well. What does that do for the GC? Let's just get a picture of that as well. Yeah, it wasn't quite the return that Mathieu van der Poel wanted to the Mur de Bretagne. Definitely wanted, he looked so tired yesterday, so I'm surprised he was even in that elite selection on that final one as well. So yeah, Tadej Pogacar absolutely ripping it up once more. Does what he does best, and we will wait and see what he can do later in this race as well. But yeah, incredible to see. Anyways, the GC, let's just get a picture of that. Why did I not include the timings? Let me just include the timings as well. So, of course, we are going to go through this in the race recap analysis on the Cycling Day Extra channel. Still waiting for Ewan to turn up, so we still have a time to just chat a bit about the stage as well. But yeah, it became a very predictable affair. UAE did a very good job to manage that. That crash towards the run into the Mur de Bretagne, that's going to be a bit of a dissection thing as well we'll have to do. Yeah, here we have the top 10, or the top 14 of the GC. We've got a number of riders. Yeah, Tadej Pogacar obviously extends his lead a bit more. 54 seconds down to Remco Evenepoel. Kevin Vauclain still in that third place, 1 minute and 11 seconds down. Jonas Vingegaard finds himself 1 minute and 17 seconds down. So it is a bit of a jump up to, yeah, it's a bit of a jump up there, to say the least. And then we have Mathieu van der Poel in 5th place. Don't get why Mathieu van der Poel didn't go for the intermediate sprint now, because I thought maybe he had something for the stage, but clearly no. Matteo Jorgensen still up there, 1 minute and 34 seconds. But I mean, Van der Poel is still up there in top 5. Oscar Onley in 7th place. Good ride from him. Florian Lipovic is still ahead of Primoz Roglic there. Roglic in 9th place, so 8 and 9 for them. Matthias Gilmour Jensen, 3 minutes and 43 seconds down. I was kind of hoping that he was going to be able to do something here, or maybe attack Tadej Pogacar, but that didn't quite come. But yeah, who else? Ben Healy, good recovery by him. Did fall outside the top 10, obviously. But yeah, very good recovery because he was caught up in that crash as well. We'll try and get we'll try and see if we can get a bit of a catch up of who actually was involved in that crash as well. That crash was absolutely terrible. I'll try and see if I have the screenshot of it. But yeah, the crash, not good at all. And yeah, they might have fallen out of top 10, but they might also, yeah, we will wait and see here if the riders, yeah, Mathieu van der Poel say he heard the crash, and yeah, who knows what actually happened. I think it was a touch of wheels, but yeah, not exactly where you would expect a crash, to say the least. That is not quite it, actually. But Visma Lease Bike trying something. Yeah, what does Mathieu van der Poel do for the rest of the tour as well? That's, yeah, it doesn't look like he's going for the green jersey. But that is the crash. You can see we've got Eddie Dunbar. He, yeah, kind of, yeah, unfortunately was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Almeida caught up there as well. So many riders caught up in that moment. But yeah, we have got the recap race analysis, the Cycling Day podcast as well. So I'll drop that in the link if you haven't already. Check that out. And yeah, we will have special guest Ewan back again. So yeah, it should be a very good conversation, and he'll be very sad about yeah, Ben Healy not having the best of luck here. So what else here as well? Wout van Aert getting interviewed at the end as well. What did he say? He said, yeah, they tried to put him in the break once again. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But let's see what Cycling Twitter has to say about the stage as well. Maybe someone's seen something that we haven't, but the number of riders that was caught up by that was absolutely crazy. Jonas Vingegaard was saying as well Pogacar can think whatever he wants. We are allowed to run our tactics, and they are allowed to run their tactics. It may be that you don't understand each other's tactics, but that's how cycling is. Yeah, okay. Fine. But yeah, for the time being, we will wait and see what happens here on the stage. Mathieu abandoning as well. I don't know if any riders will actually get abandoned after that as well. We'll wait and see. But a great result from Oscar Onley. He did an absolutely impressive ride there. And yeah, combativity award goes to Ewan Cosneo. So no surprise there, really. But yeah, we'll wait and see what happens on the stage tomorrow. It's a sprint stage, the next two stages. We'll, of course, be doing them as well. But yeah, good win there by Tadej Pogacar in front of Jonas Vingegaard, and adds his second stage win. And we'll wait and see how many he actually takes by the end of this year's Tour de France as well. Could it be 6? Could it be 5? But at this rate, it's going very, very good. Remco Evenepoel, though, that was a bit of a, yeah, didn't quite expect that. He dropped off when the sprint really opened here. So, yeah, we'll wait and see how Remco Evenepoel recovers on this, because it wasn't quite what I was expecting here. What are we saying? Vera sprints this weekend before Monday's mountain stage. Yes, and of course that is because it is the 14 juillet, the 14th of July. William is saying, it was horrible when Philipsen went down. If Almeida can't continue, that would be terrible. Yeah, if Almeida is out of this, that would be very, very bad. I'm trying to see if we get something from Almeida as well. But yeah, very, very big crash there. Very big crash. And we'll see if Almeida comes to the line here. I haven't seen anything from Almeida on Twitter, but we'll just see. Or Radio Tour. But Joao Almeida is so strong this year. And yeah, not good if he is caught up. Well, if he's going to be leaving this race for UAE Team Emirates, that would be, yeah, not good. Yeah, caught up in a big crash, and that big crash, so many riders caught up in that. I'm not quite sure who was actually caught up. We saw that the times were definitely not neutralized because Ben Healy was doing everything he could to try and do this. Felix Gal saying, are you disappointed or are you happy about this result? I think he is quite happy about this result. He hasn't had the best days through this Tour de France, but yeah, what a shame. This is not good if it's Almeida. If Almeida can't continue this is absolutely catastrophic for UAE Team Emirates here. So, yeah, we will wait and see what happens here on the stage. Well, the race, that's what we're trying to see. But you can see just how bad the crash is there on the picture. But we'll wait and see if Almeida does actually finish this. Even though, well, hopefully he does finish the stage. But even if he does, a crash, as we said, is always bad. It's never good. But on the day that Isaac Del Toro took his second stage win in the Tour of Austria, we also got the second stage win of Tadej Pogacar in the Tour de France. So, yeah, a bit of symmetry there between the riders. But, yeah, anyways, with that, we might as well finish up here. We got the recap race analysis later on Cycling Dane Extra Channel on the Cycling Dane podcast. Big shout out to VeloProRacer.com for sponsoring us as well. But until tomorrow, stay safe. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever.